Hello and welcome to In the God of the Wenton King. That's the one. Yeah. I am the God of Hellfire, and I bring you fire. First thought. Why are you reviewing this? 10 seconds of it. I was like, what? What did I suggest? What was the point of that? From what I can gather, dance music at this point in time, 1992. Was pretty, really banal, uninspired stuff. That they played it and people go to it and all that stuff. You didn't really have albums on it. There weren't albums because it was obviously the stuff that plays to make people wave their arms around. And I think this did pave the way, to that notion that dance music can be creative. And we did have some amazing music in the 90s that comes under the banner of dance. Not in 1992 though. It's dance music. To quote Lemmy. Ha, Lemmy, why are you quoting Lemmy? Go on. There was an interview, probably late 90s, it would be late 90s, and I think it was Joe Wiley, complete airhead, said to Lemmy, haha, do you like dance music, Lemmy, ha ha ha. And he said something typically on to point, it's dance music, you dance to it, that's it, it's for dancing, which means it's mostly completely vacuous. And you could say, well, why on earth are you reviewing that? I didn't enjoy it. We'll put it at that. Yeah, I didn't enjoy listening to it.
I think maybe you suggested it, Kev, because you thought, this will shake Sam out of his malaise. Something a little bit fun.
Is it fun? It wasn't fun for me.
Well, when you said, we're going to do the Prodigy, I was actually pretty excited. I was like, actually, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah. And all these sort of songs popped into my head, none of which are on here. Which is unfortunate, really. Apart from maybe Hyperspeed.
Yeah, the songs I know we remember, aren't they? Yeah. Hyperspeed and Charly Says. I don't think the actual Charly Says bit is in that particular mix of the song, though.
No.
But that's not a song. Going Charly Says from the thing we remember. Do you remember that? Remember this? It's like Family Guy, isn't it?
What I sort of remember after listening to this, it's pretty. There's times you think, oh God. It's so formulaic, but it is. You're right. The purpose of it is dance music, and
you dance to
rave, as it was referred to back then, was pretty big at the time. And this is sort of like the golden age of rave. Yeah, I
would imagine that's how people would. Well, only the people who were there at the time, or if you see what I mean. People remembering. You don't have to remember when it was actually then, but remembering their youth.
Yeah, Liam. Whatever his name is, Howlett. Liam Howlett, sort of talks about how they would get 20,000 people at a rave. And, that's actually pretty special,
That's,
Before they started clamping down on it because of all its crazy drug takers, crazy things.
It's not a festival, which by this point have become, I'm going to a festival because I'm cool at the festival. And it's not a concert. I'm going to hear the music. It's a social thing happening, and that's important.
Mm-hmm. This is pretty big because it is an album rather than just a collection of dance songs.
Yeah,
which was pretty unique then. You do listen to it and you think, oof.
yeah, straight away.
Okay, but I tell you what, it does. The way it operates is sort of like you have a section of music, then another section of music, then another section of music. That's pretty proggy, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, so, and in some ways it's really simple. That's the melody. And a very fast drumming. Well, that's not an exaggeration. That's what it is. And then some samples from something. Remember the 70s with that advert?
But it's weird how sort of there are moments where it sort of something just clicks together. It's all quite simple stuff going on, but for some reason it's really distinctive and really catchy. Just sort of, well, that's it. And even though I knew, I'm not overly enjoying this, I found myself sort of getting into it in places as I'm listening to it on my headphones. Doing wash your foot. So on that basis, it's pretty cool. There'll be people out there who think this is, Abbey Road.
Yeah, literally.
But there are obviously people who like taking ecstasy and.
And not even listening to the music, just waving their arms around.
I should imagine there's also people who look at this area a bit like some people look at the 60s as a sort of like a mystical and magical time.
Yeah, social change the world.
And this is one of those albums. Actually, Liam Howell is a pretty interesting guy. You know, I think he takes it pretty seriously.
Well, obviously, yeah, definitely. Absolutely.
Which would make me think this would be a little bit more interesting. But I think that does come. You know, this is first album.
Yeah, and you listen to the album as an album. Don't listen to one track. Listen to the album, and you hear a huge amount of talent. There is some brilliant stuff in there.
When you say a huge amount of talent,
well, one person.
There's a bit of talent, and
there's one person with a huge amount of talent. And that talent is all concentrated into one quarter.
I have a little bit of respect for the fact that they obviously didn't chase fame. You know that you.
But yes, but
they tried to stay away from Top of the Pops and smash hits and things like that.
Yeah, and eventually they did. Well, that's what we'll talk about, I suppose. But at the same time, they did then stop.
They're still making albums.
Yeah, they came back. Yeah, but yeah, so there's only one of them who's actually anything. It's not something but again, because we're looking at it from the wrong perspective, we are the wrong people. This is not for nerds, and it's certainly not for nerds pushing 40. You know, that's the reality of it, isn't it? So to us, it's just so weird. There's one person who is the music man, the band, everything, and you actually got three dancers. There's three dancers, and there's Maxim, who apparently was invited to join just one concert originally to improve the concert, and he's credited as MC. So what's the difference between the other two dancers? It's one man and three bezzes. That's what it is.
Yeah, which is pretty cool actually.
One just have a band of all bears.
They're one of the biggest bands. No, I mean they were one of the biggest bands.
Influential, yeah. And it's just Bez, and somebody else. Commodore 64, sometimes, but actually Amiga. And they're Amiga owners. Look, Amiga owners. They're Amiga owners. Look at them. It's even warped because it's the 90s. The image isn't actually properly put in. They've actually squashed it. Look, Amiga owners. They're Amiga owners. Look at them. Yeah. They like Amigas. God.
Sensible soccer.
Yeah. It wasn't done on Amiga really. It was done on a Roland something or other. You know. They're named after the Moog Prodigy. Actually.
Really?
Yeah.
That's quite cool.
That is very cool. Basically, a mini Moog. It was after Robert Moog had left. It was like the late 70s one. Amiga owners probably think it's Moog. Did you know Moog originally made theremins, which is better? This with theremins would be awesome. There's no Moog on this, I should stress. This was the dark days of analogue, when analogue was really out of fashion and it was all digital. Quite clearly, this is a sequence of samples. But yeah, keep on dancing, keep on dancing, keep on dancing, keep on dancing. All music, the quote from All Music is, every song on here is a potential chart topper. Yes it is.
So there's something quite bad about 1992, I'd say.
I think now, and to my ignorant ears of the youth culture of today, that's just the whatever they call it now, dubsteps. Every time it's sort of dumbed down a bit more, sounds the same. Sounds the same to me. Some samples and some and that's the thing. People sit and listen to dance music. Now, what we're going to talk about is how in the 90s something very special happened in dance music. Dance music was where it was happening in the 90s, not bloody Oasis. Rock music became retro. Basically, that's what happened. Rock music was finished. It became retro. This was the next thing. It was exciting, and there is some fantastic stuff later on.
Mm-hmm.
This was one of the big sparks of that. It's so important. So it's so influential on that. It's also influential on a load of shit.
Yeah, there came a point in there because it was relatively easy.
Yeah, not as easy as it is now. Yeah. Now it is literally 3 clicks. But then you had to program it, and
But because it became relatively easy, there's just tons and tons and tons of
garbage, unmusical stuff.
Wow.
I did realise an irony in doing this after Henry Cow. We were saying there's no tune. This youth music, we've just been listening to bing bong. But yeah, this is brilliant in that little oeuvre there. Well, the stupid names there for the genres: hardcore, rave, whatever they can call it, dance music. This is the best. The other stuff was it was just music to dance to. So they'd make a drum beat, faster, tempo, up the tempo a bit. You know, and then a recording of the 18 going, BA saying, I ain't getting on no plane. I ain't getting on no plane. It's just a thing to wave your arms around to. And they were hugely. What happened was, because they had hit singles. To be fair, it's not the album's fault. The album's the album. It was the singles. They had chart hits in the singles chart of Charly size. And we all remember them. We don't remember the drumming. That's the music bit. We just remember the Charly size because I remember Charly size from when I was little. And there was a lot of crap capitalising on that. There was a Hugh, Pew, Bonnie McGrew, crap. There's a lot of that nonsense going on. But I keep saying it, we don't understand, man. We don't get this. You know, DJs now that are the rock stars, they get the rock stariness, the nonsense, the hero worship. They're just pretending. So a DJ 30 years ago was not like a pop DJ, but a DJ who was mixing and doing all the vuva. An extremely difficult thing to do. You know, it's very, very talented. They don't do that now, obviously. They just press buttons, you know. And if you watch a video of a DJ at a what do you call it? A party, a dance off, dance hall. Yes, in the dance halls. They'll be like, yeah, to the music, and they've got headphones on, and then they'll go, yeah, adjust a little bit of volume up there. It's not real. That thing in front of them is not even plugged in. It's pretend. It's just playing. You don't need to do anything now. It's all pre-programmed, isn't it? You don't need to do it live. So there's a whole area of bullshit. But it means that whole area of bullshit has been removed from rock music and put over there. And that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Well, not completely removed from rock music, but mostly. Is it good then? That's the question, isn't it? Is it good? I mean, there's a Kate Bush sample. It's not the right Kate Bush sample. It's from Hello Earth, which was one of her best ever songs. But it's just the little radio transmission before the song. Not the actual song. So what's the point in that? Remember when music was good? I remember. I don't remember, but I found out about it because I'm too young.
Is it good? It's... We had an interesting comment on the last Henry K. One of our serial commenters takes the piss out of my stares.
Oh yeah, and he said something really serious. It was really good, interesting. Normally I love his comments because they're mad.
Yeah. He says we have a tendency to rationalise stuff and not just enjoy it, which is true. And why can't we rationalise this?
Yeah.
Is it because we're trapped in our own preconceptions that this is beneath us?
Yeah. Yeah, and actually, is it really our social network, our social thing, meaning that it's wrong? It's wrong. That's for just cool people, that is.
Yeah.
But it's horrible. Most of it's horrible.
It's boring. I mean, I couldn't listen to it all the way through in one listen, which for an album, I mean, we're judging it as an album because
that's the point.
You know,
yeah,
but one of the first dance music
proper album,
actual album,
not just a compilation of crap.
So in that sense, it fails. But in terms of influence, you know, it influenced a lot of people.
Yeah.
And you know, and it was a springboard to the
good stuff.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
In that sense, you know, that's pretty.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. But it does just sound like generic crap now.
It does actually. It doesn't sound very Prodigy. Well, I mean, you can hear it there.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
But you're just thinking, oh man, I want to listen to Breaking Enter. I think it's better. I mean, to a certain extent, that's also a technological thing.
Should we egg this sucker?
Yeah. Now, it can't be one egg. I hated the experience. The bit when it says, "Hear the bass" or something, it just goes. That's not, you know, wow, it's heavy. It's just crap. It's just, isn't it? And that's one egg. But it's so important. Without this, how shit would the 90s be? It's 2 eggs.
Yeah, I agree. 2 eggs. I think people are going to absolutely crucify us for that. We're going to get a lot of people looking at this who don't really.
Yeah, we'll attract people who don't watch our video. They'll be like, what? I do
2 eggs.
Yeah. What's this egg business? But yeah, fuck you, Amiga owners. Piss off.
I was an Amiga owner.
I am an Amiga owner. Okay, yeah. So that's that then, and we'll see you next week for an album of music. We'll talk about actual music, not this. This is music. Come on. See you next week.